Your teenager just slammed a door and said they hate you. Again. 3 years ago, they crawled into your bed and told you everything. Now you're lucky if you get a grunt or a TikTok shoved in your face like a peace offering from another species. And the scariest part, you don't remember when it changed. One day it was, "Can I sleep in your bed?" Now it's, "Get out of my room." Something shifted, quietly, and no one sent you the memo. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 parenting mistakes that don't explode your relationship with your teen, they erode it. Slowly, silently, and by the time most parents realize what happened, it already feels too late. Mistake number 1, the privacy invasion. You read their text, check their browser history, go through their room. You demand passwords like you're running a CIA sting operation. You tell yourself it's about safety, but let's be honest, it's about control. Your anxiety is in the driver's seat, flooring the gas, swerving through imaginary danger like Fast and Furious Parenting Edition. Here's what your teen actually learns. Privacy isn't a right, it's a privilege you revoke. And worse, you don't trust them to make decisions without supervision. Teenagers are supposed to separate psychologically from you. That's not rebellion, that's development. When you invade their privacy, you're duct taping their identity to yours. So they don't open up. They hide. Not because they're bad, but because it's the only way to breathe. This is how you accidentally raise a world-class liar. Not because they're partying, but because lying becomes the price of privacy. Years from now, they won't remember what you found. They'll remember how needing space felt like betrayal. The shift? Trust first. Verify when necessary. Privacy should be the default, not a reward. Mistake number 3, the emotional hostage situation. Your teen makes a choice you don't like, so you go cold. Silent treatment, sighs, passive-aggressive muttering like, "After everything I've done." That's not parenting, that's emotional ghosting, and it teaches one devastating lesson. Your love is conditional. Teenagers are wired to test boundaries, but when their growth threatens your emotional stability, you force an impossible choice: be themselves or keep you okay. So they either rebel, "Nothing I do is good enough anyway," or they shrink, becoming people pleasers who manage your emotions instead of learning to regulate their own. Correct the behavior, not the bond. You're not a vending machine where obedience earns affection tokens. You're the Wi-Fi, stable, always on, only noticed when it disappears. Mistake number 3, the expertise assumption. You were a teenager once, so you think you get it. But your teen's world is not your world with better phones. Every moment is public. Every mistake is permanent. School shootings became drills. College costs a house. Mental health isn't whispered, it's lived. Yet you say, "It's just drama." And what they hear is, "My pain isn't real." That's how parents get blindsided. The signs were there, but they were dismissed. If you want closeness, get curious. Listen without correcting. Validate without comparing. Because if you parent the teenage version of you, you'll miss the teenager standing in front of you. Mistake number 4, the achievement obsession. Every conversation becomes a performance review. Grades, scores, extracurriculars. You track their GPA like a stock portfolio, but forget to ask how they're actually doing. So they stop telling you, because what's the point if only the outcome matters? Some kids burn out chasing gold stars. Others give up entirely. Both learn the same thing. I can't come to you when I'm struggling. What they need is someone who sees them, not their resume. When teens feel loved for who they are, failure becomes survivable. Mistake number 5, the problem minimization. They say, "My friends are icing me out." You say, "In 5 years, this won't matter." You think you're offering perspective. They feel dismissed. What feels small to you is massive to them. When you brush it off, they learn, my feelings only count if you approve of them. So they bottle it up until one day it explodes because you asked about dishes. The shift, validate first, solve later. Do you want to vent or do you want help? Let them choose. Mistake number 6, emergency-only parenting. You tune in only when something's on fire. Grades drop, now you care. They're crying, now you show up. But in calm moments, you vanish. Here's what that teaches them. I only matter when something's wrong. So they either hide problems or create them. Connection shouldn't be a fire drill. Don't be the emergency room, be the coffee shop. Low stakes, always open. Snacks help. Mistake number 7, the control obsession. You try to control everything. Grades, friends, phones, attitude, even eye roll frequency. And the tighter you grip, the more they pull away. You cannot control a teen into becoming a healthy adult. You can only connect them into one. Over-control creates sneaky rebels or anxious adults who can't decide anything without calling you. Neither is the goal. Your job isn't to steer every step. It's to stay close enough that when they fall, they know exactly who's there. If you've ever tried your absolute best and still got a teenage eye roll powerful enough to shift tectonic plates, you're not alone. This stage doesn't mean you failed. It means the relationship needs a different shape. Stay close, stay calm, stay human. Because one day they'll come back, and how you showed up now decides whether they knock or keep walking.